In 2018, China announced a $3.1 billion investment in the Uganda-China Industrial Park project, located in the Eastern Ugandan district of Tororo. The ambitious project aimed to transform Uganda's economy by creating a hub for manufacturing, processing, and exporting products to the East African region and beyond. The project is expected to generate over 100,000 jobs in the first phase alone and create a significant boost to Uganda's economy. The industrial park covers an area of 2,200 acres and is set to house more than 80 factories, ranging from food processing to automobile manufacturing. The project also includes the construction of a modern airport, a railway line, and a power station to ensure uninterrupted electricity supply. This project is part of China's broader Belt and Road Initiative, a global infrastructure development strategy aimed at creating new markets for Chinese goods and services. Uganda is one of many African countries that have joined the BRI, attracted by the potential investment and development opportunities. However, the project also faces several challenges, such as the lack of infrastructure, limited access to finance, and the need to develop the local skilled workforce to meet the demands of the industries in the park. One of the major challenges that the Uganda-China Industrial Park project faces is the lack of adequate infrastructure. While the government of Uganda has made efforts to improve the country's infrastructure, much still needs to be done to support the project. The construction of the new airport and railway line will help to address this issue, but more needs to be done to improve road networks, water and sanitation facilities, and other essential services. Another challenge is the limited access to finance. Many local businesses in Uganda struggle to access credit, and this is likely to be a major challenge for companies that want to establish themselves in the industrial park. The Chinese government has provided some financing for the project, but there is a need for more investment from other sources, such as the private sector, to ensure that the park is fully developed. In addition to these challenges, there is also a need to develop the local skilled workforce to meet the demands of the industries in the park. While Uganda has made significant progress in improving its education system, there is still a shortage of skilled workers in key areas, such as engineering, manufacturing, and logistics. Addressing this issue will require a coordinated effort from the government, the private sector, and educational institutions. Moreover, the project has been criticized by some for being a part of China's debt trap diplomacy, where China extends loans to developing countries to fund large infrastructure projects, which could lead to debt distress and compromise the sovereignty of these countries. While there is no doubt that Uganda will have to repay the loans it has received from China, there are also potential benefits to the project, such as increased trade and investment, improved infrastructure, and job creation. Despite the challenges, the Uganda-China Industrial Park project remains a significant investment in Uganda's economic development. If successful, the project has the potential to transform Uganda's economy and make it a key player in Africa's manufacturing sector. The industrial park is expected to create a wide range of job opportunities, from unskilled labor to highly skilled technical positions. The construction of the park is also expected to create jobs in the construction industry, further boosting employment opportunities in the country. Moreover, the project is expected to bring in significant foreign direct investment to Uganda. This investment will help to improve the country's balance of payments and reduce its reliance on aid. Increased FDI could also help to spur innovation and technology transfer in the country, which could have long-term benefits for the economy. The project is also expected to have positive spillover effects on the wider economy. The industrial park is expected to attract new businesses to the area, including suppliers, distributors, and service providers, which will help to create a more robust and diversified economy in the region. In addition to the economic benefits, the project is also expected to have social and environmental benefits. The project is expected to provide access to better quality goods and services, such as healthcare, education, and housing, to the local population. It is also expected to promote sustainable development by creating new opportunities for green technology and clean energy. The project has also sparked a debate about the role of China in African development. While some argue that China's investment in Africa is essential for economic growth, others have raised concerns about China's motives and its impact on local communities and the environment. Critics argue that China's investment in Africa is primarily aimed at securing access to natural resources and expanding its global influence, rather than promoting sustainable development. They also argue that China's investments often come with a lack of transparency and accountability, and that they are prone to corruption and human rights abuses. Supporters, however, argue that China's investment in Africa is critical for economic growth and poverty reduction. They argue that China's investment in infrastructure and other key sectors can help to bridge the development gap between Africa and other regions, and that it can promote sustainable and inclusive growth. Despite the debate, the Uganda-China Industrial Park project remains a significant investment in Uganda's economic development. The project has the potential to create jobs, attract investment, and improve infrastructure and living standards in the region. However, it also faces significant challenges, such as the lack of infrastructure, limited access to finance, and the need to develop the local skilled workforce. To ensure the success of the project, it will be essential to address these challenges and promote sustainable and inclusive growth. This will require a coordinated effort from the government, the private sector, and local communities, as well as international partners such as China and other countries involved in the Belt and Road Initiative. Overall, the Uganda-China Industrial Park project is a significant investment in Uganda's economic development, with the potential to transform the country's economy and make it a key player in Africa's manufacturing sector. However, it also poses significant challenges that must be addressed to ensure its success and promote sustainable and inclusive growth in the region. One potential challenge that the Uganda-China Industrial Park project could face is the potential for social and environmental impacts. The project could lead to land acquisition and displacement of local communities, which could have negative social and economic impacts. It could also lead to environmental degradation, such as deforestation, water pollution, and soil erosion, which could harm local ecosystems and wildlife. To mitigate these impacts, it will be essential to conduct thorough environmental and social impact assessments and engage local communities in the planning and implementation of the project. This could include measures such as providing compensation to affected communities, implementing sustainable land use practices, and investing in environmental protection and restoration. Another challenge is the potential for corruption and lack of transparency. Large infrastructure projects like the Uganda-China Industrial Park project are often vulnerable to corruption, which can undermine their effectiveness and legitimacy. To address this challenge, it will be essential to ensure that the project is implemented with transparency and accountability, and that adequate safeguards are in place to prevent corruption and ensure that the project benefits the local community. In addition, there is a need to ensure that the project is aligned with Uganda's national development priorities and goals. While the project has the potential to generate significant economic benefits, it is essential to ensure that it is part of a broader development strategy that promotes sustainable and inclusive growth in the country. This could include measures such as investing in education and skills development, improving access to finance and markets for small and medium-sized enterprises, and promoting local innovation and entrepreneurship. Overall, the Uganda-China Industrial Park project is a significant investment in Uganda's economic development, with the potential to transform the country's economy and make it a key player in Africa's manufacturing sector. However, it also poses significant challenges that must be addressed to ensure its success and promote sustainable and inclusive growth in the region. To address these challenges, it will be essential to engage in open and transparent dialogue with all stakeholders, including local communities, civil society organizations, and international partners. By working together, Uganda and China can ensure that the project is implemented in a way that maximizes its economic, social, and environmental benefits and promotes sustainable and inclusive growth in the region. Another potential challenge for the Uganda-China Industrial Park project is the impact of global economic trends on the project's success. The COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted global supply chains and economic activity, which could affect the demand for goods produced in the industrial park. In addition, changes in global trade policies and regulations could also affect the project's success. To mitigate these risks, it will be important to diversify the industries and products produced in the industrial park and to ensure that they are globally competitive. This could involve investing in research and development, promoting innovation and technology transfer, and developing value-added products that meet international standards. Furthermore, the success of the project will depend on the ability of local businesses and entrepreneurs to take advantage of the opportunities created by the industrial park. This will require investments in education and skills development, access to finance, and a supportive business environment that fosters innovation and entrepreneurship. One way to promote the involvement of local businesses and entrepreneurs is through public-private partnerships. By partnering with local businesses and entrepreneurs, the industrial park can benefit from their knowledge and expertise while providing them with access to markets and resources that they may not have otherwise had. In addition, the success of the project will depend on the ability to attract investment from other sources, such as the private sector and international development organizations. This will require promoting the project as a viable and attractive investment opportunity and addressing any concerns about the project's potential risks and challenges. Overall, the Uganda-China Industrial Park project represents a significant opportunity for Uganda to diversify its economy, create jobs, and attract investment. However, it also poses significant challenges that must be addressed to ensure its success and promote sustainable and inclusive growth in the region. By working together with local communities, international partners, and the private sector, Uganda and China can ensure that the project is implemented in a way that maximizes its economic, social, and environmental benefits and promotes sustainable and inclusive growth in the region.